revenge, somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10. Hey.
Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make them...
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They go with Chubb on second down.
Go, 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 run.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Pistol. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Bravo.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will get the football at their 20. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
6'6", bullet high. Ready. Hey, zoom.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Leo! Get it!
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Look at me, zipper! Now.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
180! Hurry!
50.
Hey, alert! Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Point it right. Done!
Mayfield on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Alert!
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Point it right. Hurry! Real. Hey, alert 33.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Run. Check.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 5'4". I got you, punk.
Hey, what's say? Orbit.
54. Mike, 50.
Regular.
Mayfield down. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Pilot, 64.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Set, 20.
Mike 5'4". Watch the pass.
Real. Hurry. Let's go.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. On second and goal, Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, but now it's third and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Whip. Watch the whip.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hard. Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. Looking middle, and that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Come on now.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete. It's Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A second down run with Lewis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Give me that ball, defense. Regular. Give me that ball. Point it right.
Here's Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
We got this.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Tannehill now to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Hey, box truck.
Mike 51, exit.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good. 180.
Mike 54.
Pistol.
Kill.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second
King.
at the 43-yard line.
My touch.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's third down.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Check the call.
Hey, alert. King. Run.
Joker.
My touch.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, 60 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey! Charlie. Yo, faster.
53, Mike.
Shoot.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Stop here, D.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield, and look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown. 42 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. No chance.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. On second and 12, Mayfield flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Alert, 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 alert. Run, run, run. Hey, Haywood.
Mayfield on play action. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. A good pickup there, a 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
132 fighter. King.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Smooth.
Pistol. 54. Mike 54. Oh, yeah.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield looks to complete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Down. 8, read.
52 right here. 52.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Forced, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Watch twist. Watch twist.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
50, plant. Hey, back up.
Right 52, right 52. And what?
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
52's the money. Check 52's the money. Hey, pick your game up.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
General West. Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you. I got you. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Come on, baby. It's you.
Here's Tannehill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, alert 33.
Here's Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Switch.
On the ground, it's Chubb. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they will take a knee here. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
I'm coming.
Regular.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.